If there was ever a time when you needed to help others, it's now. There is a sense of you you always love the next charity event. It's important to you. And it is where you thrive. But there is a cause, such a cause right now that has sort of kind of possessed you. There is an insistence upon you helping. Now, this cause could be something that is foreign to you, but either way, but it is very, very close to your heart. It's very important to you. You know that there are dangers. You know that there are maybe things lost in translation. If money is supposed to be coming in from overseas with something that you organized, or there's just a sense of there's risk here. That's what I'm saying. And it could very well be with the exchange of money or not knowing if the money is going into the right place. Big old red flags coming up. And maybe even having to either defend yourself if there's any accusations against you for kind of siphoning off money the way that you shouldn't, or in some way or one way or the other, or there is this sense of now having to defend the cause and protect the cause because there's sort of this simultaneous attack on you. Now, that's energetic, Aquarius. What does that translate to? It seems like there is something intentionally being kept so that you can hide it almost feels like going to the doctor outside of your state or outside of your hometown so that nobody knows something's wrong with you. Maybe having treatments in someplace foreign, or it's almost like we tell ourselves we're keeping secrets to help people because they don't need to know. It's safer. And I think that that's the mindset that you're in right now. There's a sense of, I don't need to have everything be transparent, because transparent is not necessarily the best thing to do. So it is actually an act of loyalty for me to be keeping things so that there is not craziness and chaos. I just want to be able to help this issue. Without it sort of being under the microscope type of energy. It feels like you are defending somebody who needs to be defended, or trying your ass off to get money or siphon money from one person to put it toward the other person that needs the money for healing, because they're trying to change their life. They're trying to heal themselves. You believe in this cause. The way that you're going about it may be a little underhanded, not necessarily illegal, but underhanded as in you're intentionally not trying to bring attention to it this time. This is your mentality. This is the morality behind you right now. This is Joan of Arc shit. It's almost like you've been called to a very important purpose, and without thinking or without hesitation or thought of how weird or strange it looks, you're just charging. You're going out there and you're trying to help people. You did not predict the scrutiny. And the scrutiny is something that you want to shy away from. You want to get away from, because what you don't want to do is get away from all the good that you've been doing. That you don't want to get away from your purpose. Put others first is your whole goal. It's your main goal. It's being somebody's hero, being somebody's champion. It's putting yourself out there almost like to be the target, so that that other people can have a better life. You really are motivated to do the right thing, and you are doing the right thing. There is some sort of confining circumstance that you're having to figure out how to work in, because there are secrets being kept and doors that you're trying to open. I honestly feel like there's a sense of you not allowing somebody to know, and maybe this is even you. Maybe you are having difficulties, with your health right now. That is quite possible. And there is this sense of like taking money and paying for the treatments and not letting anybody know, or taking money and paying for somebody else's treatments and not letting anybody know. There is this sense of having to get away from such a, maybe even going someplace, maybe to another state, or like I said, another country, where there's not as much attention put onto this shit. Or sending some sort of supplies via sailboat, via plane. This is really interesting energy, because I'm convinced of your sense of righteousness. I'm absolutely convinced. But you know that you're walking into a situation where you can't really trust people. It's almost like it's become very, very clear that this situation, it gets more dangerous by the minute, but at the same time, you need it. You either need the treatments or somebody needs the treatments. It's taking a risk. It's going off. It's going off your path. It's going off the established trail. And trusting people, or trying to take advice from people that maybe aren't on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like maybe, but are these doctors accredited? Are they approved the way that they should be? You're looking for answers in other places because you don't like the answers that you got in the places that you were looking initially. So there is a sense of now being willing to take more risks, because you think even the risks are less risky than just doing nothing. Sticking up for something, having courage, defending yourself and defending others that you care about, or others rallying around you, defending somebody that you care about. This is that sense of loyalty, and not really caring if you're bending the rules. This could also feel like now you're fighting against somebody sent the dogs out after you, and you feel like you're being made the bad guy when in reality you're not. Like people got it twisted. And I don't think you understand the origin of how they got it twisted. This is about redesigning your life. Like realizing there's integral structural damage and you have to like start over from the beginning, or you're going to have to take something down and put up something new. There's part of this scenario that has to be done away with. Now that could very well be the health itself. This could also just be a new life being constructed, and a sense of really not knowing exactly where you're headed or what you want to be doing. So right now it may seem like you're playing things a little shady, but the truth is you're just confused. Everything is happening so quickly. And there's this huge call toward the divine now to lean on faith, because you need it, because it's the only thing that actually makes sense to you. But there's also this sense of starting to realize and see what matters and what doesn't, and really almost kind of being shocked at what you're seeing from people. But at the same time, simultaneously, believing in yourself and not wanting, not just believing in yourself, but believing in your purpose. That's what I keep coming back to. And loving compassion is at the center of what you do, of what you're doing right now. Yes, but it's not about being compassionate for yourself. It's about being compassionate for somebody else that's changing and going through a really rough patch. and you're literally willing to do anything you can to help them out or help them transition. This could be actually helping somebody transition, or somebody trying to help them transform their life so that their life gets better and not worse. Wow, Aquarius, this is some heavy shit. Let's get into, hold on. Now I shuffled the main reading, and I have to say, Aquarius, you are really not in a good spot right now. You are surrounded by the energy of, it's almost like everybody's misinterpreting everything that you say or twisting your words to mean something that they don't. And it's almost like not being heard, feeling like you're not heard, or feeling like you're not loved, feeling like you're not supported, or that you lost a major vein of support. This is Gemini energy, but it's in reverse, so it can be extremely defensive, very petty. It's almost like something has all of a sudden changed its colors. So it's, everything is switched around, and you're like, well, who the hell are you? You know, that's the sense of like, who the hell are you? Like, where did this come from? Where did this energy come from? I don't know. They don't know. I don't know. That's that energy of all of a sudden, like getting another side of people, and now all of a sudden being surrounded by criticism. A lot of criticism, and it's something that you've done is drawn a lot of criticism. Be here now. This is a Libran energy, looking at the beauty, looking at the moment, looking at the right here and right now. And then this is Aquarius energy, both upright, being free, living in the moment. And this is coming from the past. So there's a sense of being free and living in the moment and loving that, but not really noticing that people were starting to gain bitterness or gain momentum against you. And the criticism was building, being very, very critical, exceptionally critical, or this mentality of getting less and less trusting, getting more and more cynical regarding somebody's abundance or somebody's happiness. This is Scorpionic energy, so doing something in the dark, going underneath, looking and scrutinizing and searching and researching, trying to maybe even dig up dirt on somebody. And this is, if you go looking for it, you will find it. So there is always dirt on anybody to be had. This is an inquiry into places or aspects that are darker sides of ourselves, discovering them, learning about them, knowing them, but actually on the surface, looking like everything's airy, everything's fresh, everything's wonderful, everything's beautiful, everything's good here, nothing to see. And then all of a sudden there's a lot to see, and discovering that, holy shit, what have I run into? There's all of a sudden this infestation. There's all of this. Now this could also be you. This could also be like discovering that there's all of this pain. There's all of this suffering. There's all of this pestilence. There's all of this poverty in a place that you thought it was made up to look like it was all good. But it's not all good. It's actually like rats in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? And this has been building up for quite some time. And this is also nitpicking or like scandal that's been building up for quite some time. And now all of a sudden there's this, like it's eking out, and it's like the rats are starting to get into the dining room and really causing people a lot of distress and discomfort. Otter spirit is here. You are never alone, and be playful. This is support, and this is love, but this is also health. This is also keeping yourself light, keeping things light, keeping the things above the surface. So there is this sense of health and happiness and love. This is also Gemini energy that was going on above the surface, like looking like everything is okay, or making everything look like it was all taken care of and it was all handled, and discovering under the surface that that's not what was going on. This could very well be that there was health issues that had been building up and they were just discovered. Now, there is this energy of somebody is still trying to play it off, or at least not confront it. Avoid confronting it so that they don't want to talk about it. Bring your ideas to life. This is a sense of feeling judged, feeling criticized, feeling like you can't bring your ideas to life, like you have to stop everything in the works. Oh my God, magic works through you. Magic is working on you. So there is a sense of being really not so good, very shocked at what you learned or what you heard. And this is once again Cancerian energy, but there's this sense of treatment, almost, yeah. That I keep getting that. Bring your ideas to life, and magic works through you, but something is working on you. So maybe having chemo, or somebody that you know having chemo, or undergoing different oh my god, Aquarius. You really are, in other words, you don't have any ideas. You really are kind of falling victim, or kind of at the mercy of what other people are interpreting, or the advice that they can give you, or what they can give you right now, because there's a sense of almost running out of ideas, or running out of options. This is also Libran energy, but it's in reverse. So there's this sense of you're not happy. It's not at ease. There's a serious imbalance here, and it transcends the physical into the spiritual. There's some sort of physical imbalance here. That's degraded you. It's almost like an attack. Believe in yourself, but you don't. It's almost like in some ways it's gotten, in some situations, it's gotten so bad, Aquarius, that you're starting to doubt yourself. You're wondering, you're almost questioning your own self-worth. Sometimes life stings. This is Scorpio energy. This is really taking a hard hit. Once again, I'm getting chemo or some kind of treatment with needles. Just draining the life out of you, also attacking you, infection, disease, maybe, I mean, sometimes life stings. You know what I think? Now, this could very well be a big charitable movement that you are designing for abroad and overseas, because you found out that things were really, really bad somewhere else. So that could very well be that that this is a population that's too depressed. There's no way that they could help themselves. So there is a sense of finding this cause and delivering on it, and being just adamant about not giving up, because people are in desperate need of some sort of healing. You are laying all of yourself on the line, maybe trying to feed the homeless, feed the hungry, just giving of yourself without asking of anything else, but definitely not taking no for an answer. This is a sense of figuring, even using some of your own money in order to help out this situation. You have the insights to get the goods and supplies that people need. And finding your way forward, you understand that this is extremely important, and maybe you're a little bit ahead of the curve with everybody than everybody else. You're looking at the big picture, and you're trying to protect it. You have your feet firmly planted, so there's but at the same time you have your eyes out forward, looking out. Something to do with elephants, giraffes. Interesting. Slow and steady wins the race. This is Cancerian energy. Being in it for the long haul, not giving up, deciding to just ride the current and keep it going, and protect yourself emotionally, but also in other words, your skin is thick enough to be able to survive this. It's because it is more important than you. Building a solid foundation here, wanting to make sure that nothing, it's almost like, if you're being attacked, right? And this is what's going on. You are at a point where, okay, you know what? All you assholes can attack me, but don't fucking attack the people I've been taking care of. Don't fucking attack the people that I care about. Don't attack. Now it could be your family, with a lot of Cancerian, Taurus, Virgo energy. Could be your family. It just could be somebody that you consider family. You're just kind of like getting up in arms and getting defensive, because there's a sense of like, with all this criticism that is now being steeped towards you, or somebody now is coming down hard and like, oh, I want to see how you're spending the money, yada 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 yada. You're like, I need to continue. Your focus has continued to be on your purpose, not on the judgments that people are getting at you with. But I think you know the realities. I think you know the dangers. I think you know the challenges that lie ahead. But there's almost this sense of rebellion in you and defiance that is, I think, really important for you right now. You're just blatantly not allowing people to bring you down, and you will not allow them to have your focus stray from what is important. There is a defiance, even it's almost like their criticism of you has made your conviction stronger, so there is that sense of, I'm going to get back in your face. I'm going to, like, literally, you don't like the way I'm talking? Oh, I'm going to say it louder. You will not allow this energy to, you're confronting it. You're combating it. You're actually, you're more than happy to like go head to head with it and to like, for real. But in a sense, you're doing it through the good things that you're doing or the help that you're continuing to give somebody else. In a way that is redemptive, or that it almost like disproves them. I think you're smart enough to know that too. Weird energy, but the reading is what it is. It has to come out. Let me go. These are your angel messages. I really want to see what the angels have to say to you this week, Aquarius. Faith. Do not lose faith. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Positive thinking. Yeah, in other words, let me say this. The angels absolutely know that you're being shit on right now. They absolutely know it. And they're like, hey, I know you think we don't got you. We got you. Faith. Do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear, and the sun will shine once more. And I mean, if anything, you feel the presence of the angels right here. It's like right in the middle of your chest. You are almost possessed with their light, because you are determined to have faith. You are refusing any other option, because you're not going to let this get to you. Positive thinking. Positive thinking is vital in creating a healthy and abundant life. A positive attitude along with positive beliefs and thoughts are crucial ingredients for creating happiness. Don't worry, think, love. You are only focused on the good stuff. And the reason why is because you don't want to fuck up your vibrations. You know how bad the situation around you is, and you are raging against it. So you, as much as they try to force those bad thoughts in your head, or as hard as the circumstance has become, it's like the harder it becomes, the harder you pedal in the opposite direction. And literally, this is angels saying, keep having faith and keep thinking positive. In other words, Aquarius, you got this. You are doing the right thing. And more is going to be stacked up against you to make it seem like you're not doing the right thing. You are doing the right thing. You just keep speaking positively and you keep thinking positively. And believe it or not, you will change the tide. Archangel Michael is here. Now he is here. Archangel Michael is fucking people up. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so disrespectful, but the path is now clear, he says. I have removed all obstacles in your way. You can move forward now with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. So you are being defended and protected by angels, yes, but also by earth angels. There is a comeback here. There is also a defense. So if somebody's like, defend yourself, absolutely, but you are being defended. And if that comes out in an external way of you being defensive of yourself, then fine, whatever, because Archangel Michael's got your back. He's going to slash through and bring down all those people who are trying to shove shit at you. Mindfulness. Be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. And that is your escape. That is your way out. Being mindful of everybody who has it worse than you. Even though right now you may be undergoing a lot of scrutiny and criticism and people are throwing shit at you, you are so mindful of everybody who needs help more. It's almost like your staying power. It's almost like your mental tether is to continue on it, in the understanding of what is important. Like I said, your mindfulness is your way out, and the angels are like, stay focused on that, Aquarius. Don't let them deter you. Anxiety, whoo, we surround you with the healing light of amethyst. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. Remember, think love. There is only love. If somebody's trying to undo you, or somebody's trying to attack somebody that means a lot to you, it's going to cause you a great deal of stress. Meditate, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in the love, and exhale the gratitude. This is the way to remind yourself of what is important and to stay focused. But, you're going through a lot right now. I know that you are. Vision. A positive outcome requires a positive vision. Visualize everyone involved in your present situation, surrounded by light and love. Make sure to include yourself also. Your love has the power to influence and transform the current event. Like literally, like somebody is trying to feed you poison and you are like trying to feed them candy. You're like, this is literal like Christian stuff. This is like turn the other cheek. I'm not getting into this. I'm not tearing people down. I'm absolutely not. They can take a lot of things from me, but they're not going to take me from me. And I know who I am, and I'm not going to let them make me doubt it. Oh, Aquarius, I feel your power. Let's get into the nitty gritty. We're going over. Look at, you're walking away. You're walking away from this situation. You're not even going to acknowledge it. That's what it is. It's almost like I'm not even going to acknowledge this shit, because if I give it energy, it's going to get worse. Let's go to tarot. The link is below.